All right. Hey, Facebook. I hope your day is going well. We've had a little bit of rain out there today. Hello to everybody saying hello. I'm Meteorologist Andrew Wilson here, giving you just a little bit of an update on what we're seeing. We do have a little bit of rain on the radar as we head throughout our Sunday, and that's expected to continue not just for today, but we're actually expecting some chances for rain over the next few days here. So just be ready for it. You know, we're going to have a few days of much needed rainfall across our region. You know, we've been really dry recently. It's nice to have a little bit of rain showing up on the radar. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. What we're seeing out there. There you see the rain over towards Hondo. That's where they're seeing a lot of it right now. As we make our way over towards Cuero and Victoria, seeing a little bit of rain in their regions, even some heavier showers. You see the yellow starting to pop up. I'll actually go ahead and put this into pause. Just southwest of Victoria, seeing a little bit of those heavier showers I was just talking about. I see Becky saying, I've been waiting all day for the rain. Olga says, how cold? Well, the good news is, Olga, it won't be too cold. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Do I have to bring my tortoise inside? She can't be in weather under 64. Barbara, the answer is yes. We are going to have some cooler weather move in. It will be below 64 degrees, so you will have to bring your tortoise inside. Let's get that weather. All right, AJ, we got it coming up here. And Olga, happy birthday. It's a great day to have a birthday. Let's take a look at what we have for the next 12 hours. You see the temperatures dropping off into the 60s this evening. There you see the rain chances. They just continue. We did bump up the high temperature today to 75 degrees. And the reason why is because we are getting a little bit warmer than even expected today. Temperatures have been on the rise. You see temperatures right now across San Antonio. Oh, my computer system, I think, just froze up on me. Let's see if I can get it to load. There we have it. There you go. 73 in San Antonio right now, so we're expecting it to rise just a couple more degrees to about 75, maybe even 76. Temperatures have really taken off today. We were only expecting the upper 70s in George West and Beeville. This cloud cover has not done a lot to kind of hinder our temperature swings, and our temperatures just rising really quick. So 82 already in Cotulla. You have 80 in George West and Beeville, 79 in Carrizo Springs, 73 here in San Antonio, a few 60s in the Hill Country, but even the Hill Country today can expect those temperatures to rise into the 70s. A little bit of a graph there trying to show our forecast of rainfall over the next 5 days. We'll look into that here in a second. Let's look at future clouds and radar first, though. So as we head throughout these next couple of days, we've got a lot of chances for rain. I see Nancy saying, rain, no, I just washed my car. Sorry, Nancy, we got a lot of rain. At least it's like Mother Nature's way of giving you a little bit of a car wash. By 6 a.m., there you see more showers, much like what we have today. By the time we get to 10 a.m. on Monday, there you see a few heavy pockets off to our west. And then as we head towards 12:30, check out some of the pockets up towards Fredericksburg, stretching into San Saba County, which is located right there. You'll notice that even some heavy pockets of rain up their way as well. That could very well be over South Texas, so just be on the lookout for that. By the time we get to 4 p.m., still seeing pockets of rain. And then we make our way into Tuesday, and then even into Wednesday, and yes, even more rainfall. It does look like the heaviest amount of rain will be staying off to our north. Check out some of the rain off to our north. That's the good news. But you know, we need the rain anyway. So it does look like we're going to see some heavy pockets ourselves, just not as much rain. Looking at the extended future clouds and radar, notice on Tuesday, there's some of the rain moving over. Moving into Wednesday, 6:30 a.m., we could be included in some of that heavier rain. Wednesday morning is going to be a wet one. We are going to really have some heavy rain move through. And then as we head into the afternoon, drier weather will start to move in. And that is all thanks to a cold front that is going to be drier and cooler weather in behind it. Diana says, rodeo weather, lol. Yeah, it isn't the best rodeo weather. I think it will be good rodeo weather for Thursday and Friday. So if you plan on going out there Thursday and Friday, it will be great weather for the rodeo. So yeah, just a little bit of rain. We were supposed to get rain last night and this morning, but there's nothing. That's what Eric says. Eric, it was a lower chance for rain last night. Remember, we only had about a 30% chance for rain. So even though you didn't see rain, it was a lower chance. Somebody else in the area did. And we actually did have a few showers overnight and into this morning. And still, not everybody's seen rain today. It's only a 40% chance for rain for today. So it's not a 100% chance. You're not guaranteed rain, but you have that chance. And people in the area are seeing rain right now. We do have a few showers out there for Sunday at the moment. I see Philippe wants to know any snow chances for the rest of the winter. Not in the foreseeable future. So I don't know about the rest of winter, but for the foreseeable future, at least for the next week, maybe even 2 weeks, I don't see any snow in our forecast for San Antonio or South Texas. So with all that rainfall, rain chances in all the way through Wednesday, how much rain could we see? Well, it's looking like anywhere from 1/2 of an inch, maybe up to 1.5 inches. The higher rainfall totals for parts of the hill country like Kerr County, Gillespie County, stretching on over into even Comal County and even over towards Gonzales. You see that even higher totals will be north of Houston, east of Austin. Here in San Antonio, about 1 inch of rain possibly over the next 7 days. So not going to be the highest amount of rainfall, but that should be a good amount of rain to really push back the drought conditions as we head throughout the next week. So here's your forecast, looking like we're going to have 75 for the high today, 60s for the highs for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You see the lows in the 60s, 50s for Monday and Tuesday, 40s for the lows when you're waking up on Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Looking dry. Now, here's the catch. Saturday, we are going to have a system pass near us. That's what's going to bring that mostly cloudy sky. There may be some rain chances added later this week for Saturday. Right now, we're keeping them out because it looks like the rain will stay to the east. But if that system gets closer towards us, we could see some rain chances return to the forecast. Justin wants to know, how's New Braunfels looking? Well, Justin, you'll have the chance for a few spotty showers today. Just be on the lookout for that. Temperatures in the mid-70s. As we head into this afternoon, really through the rest of the afternoon, just going to have those spotty showers passing through. Not talking about long-term rainfall, not talking about a washout, just brief periods of rain passing through. I know I experienced a little bit of rain driving in on Fredericksburg this morning, Fredericksburg Road. I encountered a little bit myself, so it could rain. It's one of those days where it could rain on Fredericksburg Road, and then it doesn't rain on anywhere on Huebner Road, or it doesn't rain anywhere on Babcock. Rains on Fredericksburg, nothing on Babcock. That's possible today. So one of those really spotty showers. As far as the 8 to 14 day outlook, we look at this every day. It does look like beyond the 7-day forecast will remain in a wetter than average pattern, and it looks like we'll be warmer than average. So right now we're kind of more typical for this time of year, with lows in the 40s, highs in the 60s, but it looks like we could see those warmer than average conditions where temperatures start to be in the 70s again for highs. We do have the 70s for highs today, so we are warmer than average today, but you notice the rest of the 7-day forecast closer to around average, with closer to 40s for lows on most days, and then those 60s for highs. So the 3-day, Lone Star 3-day forecast. Let's jump into that. There you have it. Rain pretty much for everybody, almost every day. You see Amarillo may get some snow on Tuesday. And then you see it's going to be wet weather, not just for us, but for a lot of people. Jay says, great, free car wash. Hey, man, I'm the same way. My car got a little dirty from the snow last week. Whenever we had the snow move in, it also brought some dust from West Texas. My car got real dirty, and, just a little free car wash from Mother Nature. I needed it, so nice to have it. There's the flu index. It hasn't changed since yesterday, so if you watched yesterday on the Facebook Live, nothing really that's changed there. Give me 1 second. I'm about to load up the visible satellite here. Here's the visible satellite. It's loading. There it is. Showing a lot of cloud cover across the majority of the region. This time yesterday we were looking at visible satellite, and you could see snow still right up towards Lubbock, and it looks like the last of it just melted this morning. Looks like there may have been a little bit left on the ground there at the beginning of the loop. The part that just kind of melts away, it looks like. That would be the snow just melting away. So no more snow. Just plain old rain and a lot of cloud cover for much of the state. And then I had satellite radar. There it is. So there's the rain moving in. It's going to be that brief. You see it just pass through quick, and then it's out of here. So if y'all have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm about to get off here in a moment, though. I'll pump back up the rainfall line graph. This is a few of the weather models that we use to get an idea of what the forecast may bring. This is over the next 5 days. Now, not all these weather models go 5 days out. I explained this yesterday, and let me go ahead and explain it again. We have the RPM, the green line, which ends here. That's the end of the model run. It does not go past that around 48-hour mark. So it takes us through 2 days, and it says that we don't see too much rain over the next 2 days. We have the NAM, the North American model, showing only out to around Wednesday. It doesn't have any more data past that. It says not too much in the way of rainfall. Then we have the GFS and the European, both taking us 5 days. They actually go beyond 5 days, but with this graph, we only have out to 5 days. And you see both models taking us through this week of rain and showing more than 1.5 inches. So that's for San Antonio. The European has been very wet. It's been trying to say up to 2 inches or more even at times for San Antonio. So it is trying to say a lot of rainfall, which is possible, but I think a majority of the rain will be staying further on off towards our northeast. And let me actually show you what the European's trying to show. So this is the European model. This is what it's trying to say for our area, for South Texas. I run it all the way through Thursday. That's after all the rain's moved out. Then we'll be dry. Check it out. 1 inch, nearly 2 inches in San Antonio, more than 2 inches in Bernie, more than 2 inches in Kerrville. Now remember, this is just one model. This is just one possibility of what could happen, but this is what we think is going to happen. So that model is just one possibility. This is what we actually think. Let me see if this model will load up for me. Sometimes this graphic gets a little iffy for me. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just got to give it a second, click off it, and click back on. There it is. So you see about 1/2 inch in Del Rio, Eagle Pass, Cotulla, Tilden, not quite 1/2 inch in Eagle Pass, but may get close to it. And then we have the inch in San Antonio, maybe 1.5 inches towards Kerrville, New Braunfels, Gonzales. So some areas seeing more than others. That's what we're expecting here over the next 7 days. The lower amounts over towards Del Rio, down towards Cotulla, Tilden. The higher amounts closer to Austin, Gonzales, New Braunfels, San Marcos, stretching over towards Cuero. Houston will see much higher amounts. And I want to zoom this out. I'm going to point something out. I want you to know where the hot spot is, kind of up here towards parts of northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, stretching into Tennessee, into northern Georgia, western North Carolina. They had a ton of rain last week. And there's a huge concern, if you have any friends off there towards the southeast, there's a huge concern for a big flood event in their part of the country. Not here in Texas or South Texas, but over towards the Appalachian Mountains, closer towards Tennessee, northern Alabama, northern Georgia. There could be a big flood event this week because of how much rain they're expecting. So we will keep a close eye out for that, but we won't have to worry about that much rainfall here. So they could be seeing 7+ inches off that way. We're only expecting about 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches for our region. So I see Rose saying, bring it. Ranchers and farmers need it. Rose, I completely agree. I know that they're about to start to turn up some of the soil, get everything going for planting season. And it's always easier whenever that soil is a little bit softer so they can start planting. We don't want a bunch of rain, just a little bit. And I think that'll be what we get to make lives a little bit easier as the farmers get ready to get things going this year. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Any expected fog in the mornings? Joy, yes. We are going to, just about every morning through Wednesday, we're going to have that possibility for a little bit of fog in the morning, and then also the possibility for wet roadways because of rain. So be on the lookout for that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Be on the lookout for rain. Just be expecting it. We're going to be having a lot of it here all the way through Wednesday, and then drier weather for Thursday. And then by the time we get into Friday, you'll have a wonderful rest of your weekend.